Good afternoon, everyone. How are we? Hello, Becky. Hello, Raven. Hello, Tips. How are we? So, I don't know if I've ever spoken out about it before, but I used to do a lot of cosplay things for, like, you know, conventions and whatnot. And one of my second costumes was Naked Snake from Metal Gear Solid 3. Mainly because I was a big fan of it, and it's, you know, it's a cosplay that you don't have to make too much for it. One of my second costumes was naked. Yes. That's the thing, like, in Metal Gear Solid 3, he's called Naked Snake. The amount of times people called me Solid Snake, even though they sounded like they were a big fan of the game, was unreal. Like, were you not paying attention? But anyway, the point is, for that costume, the only things I really had to make were his little radio box that he has on his, like, harness for his little radio, and his very personalised combat knife. I finally got round to actually making, or I say making, these days it's a lot easier. I have had my housemate 3D print a replacement for my old knife that I had that I made. Actually made it out of, like, I think it was made out of leather, actually, the knife. So it was technically soft and, you know, convention friendly. But now with 3D printing being such a thing, the knife did look soft and friendly because it was made out of, like, soft material. But with 3D printing now, you can literally get exactly what you need. I wouldn't say it's cheating if you're just wearing it for funsies, but if you were doing it for, like, a competition, that'd be a bit different, I reckon. But yeah, his little radio box just needs some painting up, but the knife needed a lot of sanding, so I've just been sitting here sanding for the last 20 minutes. But yeah, it'd be nice to bring that all back together. Especially the reason why I'm doing it is because the remake of the game is coming out fairly soon, and it means my oldest cosplay, or one of my oldest cosplays, is relevant again. Hooray! Randomly, the voice of Snake, Naked Snake, was at Comic-Con Wales. I went to David Hayter. Yes! He was never really fond of conventions and stuff, as far as I was aware. Because I think at the time he was really trying to push to become a writer. Like, he did the screenplay for X-Men 2, things like that. So I think he was trying to leave, like, the voice acting behind and become more, you know, writer. But I think he's just like, yeah, whatever. Convention pension, I'll live with Snake, it's fine. But yeah. Yeah, I assume he had a massive queue because he hasn't actually done many conventions. So it must get a bit rough when everyone's like, do the voice, do the voice, do the voice. But right, let's crack on with gaming. Blueprints. I'm not sure how well we'll get on because I haven't slept very well for the last 2 nights, so my brain might be a bit mash. We'll see. Hello, Velociraptor. How are we? Please do the whole stream in Snake voice. No, I think if we're going to do that, we'll save Snake voice for Snake game. Plus, it's actually quite hard to do a voice when you've got headphones on. It's something like cancelling about. Maybe it's because you can hear yourself more. No one enjoys hearing himself. Oh, excuse me. Right. You are acceptable. Oh, is that all? Oh god, my mum's trying to call me now. Well, I guess she can wait. She's probably just talking about a doctor's appointment. Right. Will we get a new emote of the wolf icon with a snake bandana on? Ooh, that could be an idea. What? Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, we could do. That wouldn't be too hard to do, actually. I'm not even sure if it's coming out on PC. Was it Metal Gear Delta, they're calling it, rather than 3? But anyway. So, blueprints. Let's get the conspiracy board up as well. Although it's on D&D notes at the minute. 2 seconds. That goes there. Okay, that'll do for that. Right. So, the main thing I want to try and see is room 8, which we miraculously got the key for, and then I failed miserably at going to actually see. Didn't realise it's out on Thursday. Yes, it is. But I don't know if it's out on PC, and I don't know if my PC can run it. I was having a discussion with Special Forces. They were we were on Discord talking about, actually no, we were getting ready to play Ready or Not, and I think the power of our computers came into question, and I told them what graphics card and CPU I had, and there was an audible gasp from one of them. That's how old my computer is, and it's hanging on in there. Right. So we almost got to room. We got an extra grade in the schoolhouse last time. I haven't actually updated my notebook since. But school runs are really boring, so I might try and just get items to get the jackhammer stuff. It's just batteries that elude us. Oh, that one's useless. The same year, Konami announced a remake entitled Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater released for the PlayStation 5, Xbox in August 2025. Minimum PC specs, Windows 10. I don't know what all these numbers mean. I used to be quite savvy with computers, but that was back in 2000, 10, I suppose. So yeah, I think it will just, I don't know, we'll see. If it's out on, if Steam have it, I will get it and see how it runs, because we obviously can just refund that if it doesn't work. Sadly, Indiana Jones doesn't run on my PC, so the new Indiana Jones game doesn't run on my PC, which made me very, very sad. But that'll just be a treat once we actually get a new rig. On that note, my high diving has had a little breakthrough. The high diving being the last skill I need to get recognised as a stunt performer in the UK. Which once I'm on and working as a stunt performer, money won't be an issue anymore. Unlike now, where I'm living like a pauper, and I have been for the last few years. And the first treat to myself after paying off debts to my parents and stuff, which I've acquired only recently though. Despite living as a pauper for many years, I've managed to avoid debt. Yeah, will be a new rig. That will be my gift to myself. Out of a random question, there There is filming for a film going to happen where I work. Just wondering if you are doing any filming in the southeast soon. Southeast. Oh. There was a call for something in that direction. I can't remember what it was for. I said yes to it, and then they promptly said I was released from it, which means they didn't like my look or whatever. But I can't remember what it was for, because at the time I was just saying yes to anything rather than, I mean, I usually say yes to anything, unless it's like real stupid, like really far away or something. No, I'm sorry, I cannot remember what it was for. Oh, this is what the spanner does. Oh, yeah, okay. We've not actually ever seen this screen. But a standard is fine with me, thank you. Alright, let's do... But yeah, there's usually filming going on all over the place. England is crazy for the amount of filming work going on. View estate keycard system. Wait, we don't want the key card system yet. We want the network. That's what we want. Sad, I'm not under an NDA or anything yet, but it's for a superhero film. I know you can't say anything, but maybe it was the same film. Maybe. So are you taking part in the filming? Is that why you know about it? Log in to network. Unless it's a gig that pays for hotels and things, I don't really do anything that is more than, like, I say 2 hours away, depending how many days you're getting to do it. Because just there's some strange people that will travel miles and miles and for huge amounts of time to do a single day, and by the time it's all told, they've made like 20 quid because they've just, the rest of it's been on a room for the night and petrol. It's really strange. I don't understand. Some people do it for fun though, so which is strange to me also, because they don't treat background and stuff very well in most cases. What am I doing? Remote terminal access. Yeah, that's what we want. We want a laboratory. Experiment setup. Why's the game gone so quiet? Have I done something? Why can I not hear the game changing? Guess we'll do game 1 star. Whenever you draft a shop, for each bedroom you draft after a second, each time you eat an apple. I guess we'll do shops. Why is the game, and why is the audio sounding very buzzy? What's going on? It's still working. Okay. Yeah, I don't really worry about too many NDA things either. So, oh, we could just put the breaker in and sort the rooms. But there's so many items we could get. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about doors at the minute. We just want stuff. So. Shovel, always good. Magnifying glass in case we get the master bedroom. Can anyone remind me how we get the master bedroom? I know there's certain rules for it, but I can't remember what it is. And I know we used to know, but I just can't remember. Get some gems. Now, I work in the building. It's a massive building, and they are using the space for a few days. I just happen to work there, so I'm going to watch some filming if I can. It's hard to say without saying too much. I doubt anyone from filming is watching, but you never know. Well, if you're not under any NDAs, it's absolutely fine. Like, they can't do anything about you talking about it if you found out naturally. If you found out through someone with an NDA, it might be hard for them, because not that they can really track it back through you if you don't say anything, but yeah, if you're not under NDA, you can say what you like. Ooh, do we just grab the attic for more items? I think we do. There's only one friend I know who works in the industry and will honour NDAs, even if with the friends and stuff that also are usually under NDAs, and ignore them. So it's a community of stunt trainees. We all work in the industry, but only one of us ever doesn't talk to the rest about the stuff they're in. Just need a bloody battery. Oh, why do we always get the coupon book after? Yeah, they filmed a bit of Transformers movie in Gosport. Didn't take long for everyone to find out. Yeah. So if you ever see when you're driving around the high-vis little signs, which are about the size of about the size of a tablet, I guess, but usually pointed like an arrow, and they have like 3 initials on it or something, and they're just cable tied to like lampposts and things. They are unit signs to try and direct lorry drivers to either the unit base or the location. Some say LOC on them, and that's from the base to location. There's arrows, but others are usually to unit bases, which have just random letters and stuff on them. Let's do, I guess. Yeah, they are pink. Yes, there's some pink ones. There's high vis like orange and high vis like green and so on. Oh god, maths. Okay. It's so sad though, because it's ever since I was a kid, I'd watch more behind the scenes things than I did actually watch the movies themselves. I do really love the industry, but the industry is really horrible. Like, the time frames, the penny pinching for hours, the arse kissing that goes on for, like, you know, well, from every level, to be honest. But yeah, mainly like the hours and stuff. It's not sustainable. Like, it's a young person's game. That's why most of the assistant directors are, and like PAs and stuff are, young people, and a lot of them are using what they can to keep themselves going, should we say. That's what, like, I always thought I was going to end up behind the camera. I always wanted to, when I first was thinking about it, I wanted to, you know, be behind the camera and, you know, setting up shots and that kind of thing. But then I don't know when it changed to being in front of camera. When I think, because I think I would have done the whole stunt thing out of like school if I'd known about it at the time. I've spoken about this before. 16, 17, no, 16, 15, 14, 13. Let's do some maths first. 4 minus 4 is 0. Wait, what? So that'd be 1, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing going on in that one. 18. Will you again? Your times. 18 times 3 is Oh, I was going to cheat on my phone and do maths on my phone. 18 times 3 equals 54. That can't be right. Oh no, sorry. -5 to begin with. How does that work? Yeah, because we're supposed to start here, aren't we? -5 is -5 plus 18 would be, well, would be 18 minus 5, wouldn't it? So 13 times 3. Nope. I don't get this one. Hang on. Oh, also I need to plug my phone in. 2 seconds. Oh, just click the mic with there, I think. Is that just -5? So -5. No, wait. Because then it's that one next. How does this work? Everyone knows about the filming, to be fair. It's Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man hasn't been particularly secretive about their filming, because they were driving through Glasgow with a Spider-Man swinging from the back of a truck. You can find all sorts of cool pictures from it. And it looked really cool that they were doing it physically as well. It was very nice of them. Because they could have just gone, just drive a truck through, capture the environment, and we'll stick Spider-Man in afterwards. But they had this huge rig, which meant the Spider-Man could just swing left to right while the truck drives down the street. So then they sort of get a real Spider-Man, basically. Whether they use it or not, it's a different thing. Does the pink mean again? That pink is times? I think, hang on. I can never remember. Yeah, so subtract. So it should be -5, but I don't know what we're minusing unless it's from 0. So, and then times that by 3. -5 times 3? I don't really get it. But again, I don't know if my brain's just not working anymore. Free publishing in it. Yeah. I think they know that everything's going to be leaked when they do it out on location. -15 plus 18? Why is it -15 there? Oh, because that. Yeah, -15 plus 18, 15, 16, 17, 18 is 3. And then 3 times 3 is 3, 6, 9. Yeah? Is that what we're thinking? Yeah. We are clever together. What was I talking about? Oh. Yeah, transition from wanting to be behind the camera to in front of the camera. Yeah, until I was like 14, I suppose. I mean, I was quite physical, I guess. I was quite shy. Then starting a martial art and stuff at 14 and so on. Yeah, I think I transitioned from wanting to be behind the camera to being, you know, basically wanted to be Indiana Jones. Let's do drafting room. Hopefully we can get the library on the far side. Secret passage. Doesn't really help at this instance, but let's do a redraw just to see if we can get the library early on. Nope. In case we'll just get the nook. Get some keys. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't go straight for the whole stunt stuff, because at the time there wasn't that much filming in England. We didn't have the tax breaks that they give filming units now, which is what encouraged a load of filming over here. Let's go laboratory. Oh yeah. We don't really need it that often anymore, do we? Let's just make you standard again. It comes up quite a lot, and it's not actually needed that much anymore now we have the network going. And at the time, there was sort of, you know, not misinformation, should we say, but it was said that you had to be an Olympic, at Olympic level for like 6 different disciplines. Yes, you still needed 6 disciplines, like I still need 6 disciplines now, but it was by no means Olympic level. I'm not an Olympic rider. I'm not an Olympic martial artist. Yeah, we made the closed exhibit come up quite often, so let's do chapel. Becky, do you remember how we get the master bedroom? Was there a thing about how that's done? I could be Mr. Blobby's stunt double at the moment. Why, are you ill and have a load of spots over you? Now we'll use a regular key. Oh yeah, some chests in there. Do we have a sledge? We do have a sledge. Get some more items. Wonk. Wonk. Just like chocolate too much. Yeah, tell me about it. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do coffee or anything. But I have a very strong sweet tooth. And I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but it's so hard when it's like one of your only real... Oh my god, did I actually fall a distance? Simon, are you okay? Your legs still work. You usually can't step over or down any huge gap. God, I think I've made a mistake making that a bit more common. We could do kitchen though. That'd give us a star. Just like chocolate. He needs his fainting couch. Inspired Simon to do stunts. Okay, we don't need any food right now. Can someone remind me how we get the master bedroom? Do another shop, can we? Get another star. Ooh, we're on 50 stars. That must mean something, right? Yeah. Let's just go through the gift shop. Remind us what's here. Permanent addition to the walk-in closet. Might buy it just because I think it might do something. So a high rank on the east wing. Is the east wing just the far right side? Or is it either of these? I can't remember. But yeah, going right the way back. I was talking about how I've had a slight breakthrough on high diving, being my last skill. It's basically called a back dive, which is when you stand facing away from the pool on the edge and just hurl yourself backwards and land head first. So half a rotation from your feet to your head, going backwards, and it is scary. It is asking you to do everything that your brain in sports has told you not to do, which is arch your back backwards and land on your head. And so my brain has been rejecting it, even from like the poolside and 1 meter board. It has hated it. Every time I jump backwards, my panic senses kick in and my hip flexors flex, which brings my knees to my chest, which then brings my body rotating further round, and I then actually land flat on my face in a sort of face down belly flop, basically. I suppose that's what a belly flop is, face down, but even at 1 meter that hurts. So, but I've managed to get it to up to 3 meters where I can throw it now, and I can still feel like my legs want to tuck over the top of me, but I can resist it at least. We've got 52 stars. Let's see if there's anything wacky going on in here. Ooh, I don't think I've seen that one. What is it? Is it the butt? The inkwell. You may spend stars to draw new floor plans. Oh, so while we're... So it only ever really expected us to get 50 odd. Ooh, but then you have to regain them again. Okay. Cool. Right, that's cool. How much does that cost? That's just 1 star. Where are we? Let's do that. Or do we test this? No. Stars have now become very important, which they weren't before. Okay. That's quite a thing. But if that's a star thing, that's only for this run, so should really make use of it. But I don't know if it spends the stars for just today, or if it will take away from my total and I have to earn them back again. Let's get to a high rank on the east wing to start with, because I want to take the magnifying glass to the master bedroom. I didn't even have to spend any. Sweet. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Now I've got to remember where the where I needed to use the magnifying glass. Around here somewhere. Was it in here? Ah, yes. P.S. They made me change the ending of Force as you predicted. That's not very helpful because we've seen the actual ending now. I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah. Well. That's annoying. Me and the VIP, Helen, was just watching Game Changer. And the newest episode of Game Changer is pretty good. It's basically escape room-ish. And, yeah, I was wondering if they've played Blueprints, because I think they would enjoy it. And Sam Reich, anyway. What to do now, then? I guess we'll continue looking for the library to then try and get the... Sorry, I'm repeating a lot of sentences. My goodness. Room 8. Yes, the gallery. So we can get the room 8 key from the gallery and then try and find room 8. Because I failed miserably last time. I mean, we could just try and spend a lot of... Should we use our dice first, I guess? No, we've not done the vestibule. I think we should spawn that just to see. So as you walk in... Oh. 3 doors unlocked and 1 door locks. So the one that you came from could lock, so we could technically be cut off from the rest of the place now. Well, if that one's locked, that means that these are unlocked, right? Okay. I don't really want to spend diamonds on that, so I just want the library. Also, for those of you who have been going through my YouTube stuff and my older streams, thank you. I've noticed that there's at least a handful of people sort of browsing through all my new YouTube releases. Obviously, a lot of you guys here have seen them before because you've been here from the start. Oh yeah, I forgot we had the compass. That's probably been changing our process a little bit. Do have 4 keys, so we could at least come out the other end of this room. Or we could just... Should we try it now? We never win at the casino. Oh yeah, of course, we have the lockpick. That makes that a lot better. For each bedroom. We only have one bedroom. Spread keys around. Ugh. What? Oh, he's locked. Oh, sweet. Ooh. I did want to get to room 46 again just to see if what happens. Oh shit, I just put the locker room there. It's a dead end, isn't it? Whoops. Oh, and you can't lockpick these. I'm pretty sure I went through practically all the lockers, so that means we need to travel left. Well, at least it got us done some diamonds. I'll just trust the middle one. Sweet. Okay. I'm not even going to have space to spawn anything from the library at this rate. Yeah, there's no point putting the library in these one space rooms because it will just be blocked off. Yeah, it's been it seemed like such a good start to the day. We had like lots of items and so on, but then we've kind of failed. Oh, bring the workshop down. So we're trying to make the jackhammer thing more. So we'll bring that right the way down. Oh, and there's a battery as well. Does that mean we can... Have I got all the pieces? I can't remember what it was. It was a battery. And the handle. Was it the power hammer? That's what I needed, right? Or was it the jackhammer? What was the difference? Jackhammer made better dig spots. Power hammer breaks things, I think. I can't get this wrong now. Can someone confirm that it's the power hammer I want that breaks down walls? Just Google it. I don't want to Google things because I might see residual stuff around the Google, if you get me. I think it's the power hammer. Where did we want to take it? We wanted to take it to power. Oh yeah, we even called it power hammer. Basement, can do that. Secret garden, we can do that. Weight room. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Time to smash our hammer. Yes, please. Okay, we have a purpose. That makes no sense. Look at this thing. Okay, so basement we can get to. Secret garden. If this door is locked, I think we can get to. I swear we can. We've got 74 steps. We're absolutely fine. We can do this. It's amazing how this game can go from a run where I thought, I'll just give up, we'll go again, to, oh, we've got plenty to do now. Right, so it's this wall here that looks suspicious. Rightfully so. What do you do? What do you do? Ooh. Okay. It's got a swan on top. Sure that was in a riddle somewhere. I guess we'll just make them all point the same way and see what happens. What's that? That is... Oh, that's just hidden the thing again. Yeah, no, it's the lever that we wanted before. Why do we want to change the direction of this? Did that change which one it undid? Oh, just shut that one. So yes, it changes which door in the antechamber it does. Okay. Right, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot we're at an angle, aren't we? I usually enter the secret garden straight on, so that would be north, but it's not. So technically you can open every antechamber. Oh, that's different. But we know that one. That's the, well, the family crest. Sweet. Okay. Let's change it one more time. Didn't look like we could do anything with the family crest, mind. Shame it was the one clue that we didn't need anymore because we'd already worked it out. Cool, so yeah, it can do left, right, and then the sigil. Cool, cool, cool. Right, so secret garden. We don't need to do that anymore. Weight room. Chest room. Oh yes, the chest room. Okay. So what we want is the weight room. Eh? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Surely the weight room will come up with this many drawers. Do we see what's in the conservatory today? Yes. And then we can always go on to the next room and do more. No, we can't. 'Cause we could spend a load of stars just to get the weight room. I think that might be. Oh, look, now the boiler room comes up. God damn it. You can become standard, I think, because there's 3 doors to you anyway. Actually, it doesn't matter too much anymore because we got the aquarium power room, so yeah, it doesn't matter too much anymore. So we can actually knock you further back. Let's go standard. Kitchen, vestibule, unusual. Commonplace, yeah. Except really, I should probably be taking things out of commonplace to make room for other things. Gym is not what we need. We want a red room. But not that one. Or that one. So how many does this cost? Costs a whole star. Alright. Farewell, stars. Farewell, all the stars. Now, that's a library, but we can't fit anything beside the library, so... I think... Ooh, the gallery. But... Yes. Do we have a place to take it? Yes, we do. Now we've got 2 things on the go. I think the weights room shows up everywhere, doesn't it? Alright, let's go gallery. Grab bits and pieces. I didn't think the gallery was in the regular pool of rooms. Okay, cool. So now we actually need to go back to anywhere else to... Maybe we just go to the basement and break down that wall while we have the key. We've got 77 steps. We've got plenty of time. Oh, the weight room will cause us some grief. So maybe we'll go down to the basement now while we've got the steps to do so. Because the weight room will cut our steps in half. Where are we going? North? North. Oh, that happens every time. Okay. So... if you're the locked one, then you should be fine. Thank you. Okay. Even if we spawn the weights room, let's get everything else done first, because we know what's behind the weights room one. It's a lever to the antechamber. I want to know what's in the basement. And room 8. But at least I actually think finding all the parts to the hammer is harder than getting the key for room 8 again. So... can we fit through here? Yep, well done, Simon. You skinny little lad. There should be, yeah, that vestibule door should be locked, so... What are you? Oh! Yes, I think we actually... Ooh. Mining Co. Patent for high pressure condenser. Streamlined to boiler. Remote power box. We know where that is. That is in just before the, what's it called? The Sanctum. In that tunnel. There was a turning off the Sanctum where that thing was. How do we get power down there? Excavation notes from 1917. Excavation progress is going smoothly and crew spirits are higher than ever. Right, higher than they have been in weeks. I believe this increase in morale is no small part due to the installation of the boiler, which has honestly been a godsend. We now have steam power and no longer have to rely on raw muscle to scrape and heave at the clay like dogs. The new steam power hoists the winches are fully operational, and we have been able to unearth over 5 times as much sediment per shift as we had previously excavated. Okay. Aha. Now we don't need to even go to the foundations. We can just go straight through to here, which is our next stop. Is out here and down to the oh, I didn't notice the bloody emblem in there. It just always blended in as just a fixture or something. Ah, that's dumb. I'm dumb. The emblem there being the ticket stub looking family little crest thing. It just looked like part of the machine. Oh, dumb. So down here somewhere. In here. There's another crack. Cat. Oh god, okay. Castle. When you castle in chess, I don't know quite how the rule works, but it's something about the castle in the corner and the king switching places. But I don't know how you actually do it in chess. I might have to look that up. How would you do that in this game, though? Something about drafting certain rooms with the certain pieces, like this puzzle, but then changing them? Or do I have to activate? Because this is where the pieces come up to activate the different powers. Currently I have the pawn, which lets us decide between certain powers. So do I have to choose like the castle and then choose that? So do I have to do this puzzle like 3 times? Come down here, choose a different power each time, and replace the castle with the king? Or the king with the castle? That'd be a very physical thing, although this thing seems to be asking for letters. It's got blanks. Okay, well, we'll think about that. Let's go to our to-do list. We've done basement, chess room we've done. Oh, and the mine, because that's the same thing. That was both ends of that. So it's just the weights room, really, that we know that we need the hammer in. So I don't care if we lose all our stars. I reckon we just... Well, let's go up and do room 8, I think. Which we can actually go through the go through here and go up through the foundations, I think. Where does this take us out? I don't remember. It takes us out. Oh, whatever. I don't care. Got lots of steps. Simon needs the exercise anyway. Is there anywhere else that needs? Oh wait, we're going to end up on the wrong side of the bloody harbour, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, let's go. We'll just use the mine. Other way. There's so many ways to get to this bottom area now that my brain's actually getting a little confused. Oh my god, it's in the windows as well, and I didn't even notice that. For Pete's sake. It just looks so Art Deco or Art... What's the other one? We can just go straight in here now, can't we? Don't think there's any other obvious place. Oh look. See, I have been noticing this sort of steam, like electronics. Well, there's steam power there as well. How do we... Does that rock break? No. Just use 2 steps doing that. Whoops. Yeah, look, it's all through the ceiling still. And I know the hideout down here is also wants power. We pressed that button before, didn't we? Okay. Right. Let's do room 8. Assuming that there's a key to use on. Which is in the vestibule, which is north. Oh, that one just let me put it in, so the cloister is good because there's 2 entrances either side, but it's also 8 diamonds. Not 8 diamonds, 3 diamonds. Let's do that and assume that at least one of them is going to be locked. Okay, use special key, key 8. Does not fit. That means it needs to be in a certain place. Specifically. Oh, why would it need to be specifically then? Maybe not against a wall or windows. Maybe it has to be internal, which then screws us up for this run. It would make sense that it doesn't have windows. Oh, no, it worked. Okay. Oh, for Pete's sake. Really? Are you going to haunt me with this? Oh. Okay. It's a puzzle from a puzzle. That door's screwed. So... some of my sins, as it is pinned, is a number within the room we are in. Some of my sins, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. So it's a number between... How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's figuring out which one you are. Gluttony. Hubris. Can I only put them down once? Some of my sins, as is pinned, is a number within the room we are in. Yeah, gluttony. Yeah, that's why I was first looking at letters. See if there's any numbers within. But yeah, gluttony has 8 letters. Guess that. Well, I think we can put them down and then you pick them up again. Yes, so that's fine. We can pick them up again. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. So N. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Let's put you in one. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you're not a sin then, are you? You're... So you would be in envy, I guess. Mundanity is not a... Wait. No, it wasn't. It wasn't visible in the painting. It was that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, okay, let's try this again. I recommend you think again if I am ever in a bin far from the fin. There's the fin, so think again if it's far from the fin, so I guess we'll put you back, but can we put you back? No. Let's try and read these. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. So I assume you're probably that one down here. We'll do sort of a snapshot guess. Oh look, it's put the other one back. We'll do guesses. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. Well, your sloth, I suppose. It talks about lounging around in thing. I shared a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Well, that's more. Okay. Last. No. Let's look at another one. I don't like that one. To my chagrin, my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. So my neighbour's sin is written thin. That's not a sin. I guess that one is. My neighbour's sin. But we've already got one there. Hang on. Alright, let's put you back. Let's look at you. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the The tail of the skin. Tail of the skin, I guess. Oh, the tail of skin is a fin, I suppose. Oh yeah, of course, the skin on the floor. Yeah. How do I read you again? The bin I tend to wind up in is near the just place you there. Okay. What was the elephant? To my neighbour's sin is written thin, where it ought to fit in. Neighbours. Gluttony, I suppose. It's written thin. Let's put you there. I share trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Last maybe. Share trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. I recommend you think again if I'm ever in the bin far from the fin, so that says that you're close. That means we need to think again, because I don't think it's going to be here, is it? No. God, okay. We can do this. Can we reset? Can't really reset them. I suppose we can pick them all up and that resets them. Yeah. Bunny in sloth. What's bunny? I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. A letter and its twin. Bunny in sloth. Okay, if you say so. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin, which we gonna say your hubris. What's this one mean? Averroes. Because that's not a sin. It's not a deadly sin, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. So you're quite straightforward. We'll leave you here. You just need to be a bin with an N on it. So 1, 2, 3. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. You're definitely going to be sloth. Yeah, because the bear is definitely sloth. Nope. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, yeah, it's definitely sloth. Which would make sense for like hibernating bears, I guess. Oh, car alarm going off. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down to the end. That one seems pretty. Is that alarm picking up? I don't know if it is. Hang on. I'm gonna shut the window either way. No. Avarice, extreme greed, or wealth, or material gain. Oh, okay. Also, hello. Yes, hello, Mudrucker. So, okay. The sum of my sin is, as it is pinned, is a number written the room we are in. Yeah, so we think that is 8 letters for gluttony. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. That one seems pretty straightforward. Which is something I don't want to say. I don't want to jinx it. To my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Neighbour's sin. Written thin. Not as clear. First begin, place me within the bin with an N in the sin. Have we done gluttony? Envy. You're not technically a sin, are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess it's being considered a sin in this case. You won't find my bin in between sins, where I deserve to be a bin down to the end. But then you, the bin I tend to wind up in is, yeah, near the tail, so that means those two cancel each other out, should we say. And we want a bin with an N on. Which would be ND. Alright, so we've got lust, wrath, and avarice. Lust, wrath, and avarice. Okay. I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the thin. So we'll assume you go in lust or wrath. And see how we get on. To my neighbour's written it's thin. Neighbour's written thin. Well, that would make sense for you to be there then. Then that would leave you. I share my trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. So wrath, T, I suppose. I also don't know if anything would just happen. I assume something would happen if we got it right. So what do we reckon's wrong? Bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. That seems to be there. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. So you could maybe switch with... Yeah, but... Maybe... Anyone got any ideas? I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the fin. Not far from the fin. But how far do we reckon? Maybe switch Raff and Sloth? Raff. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. A letter and its twin. Oh, T. TT. So a letter and its twin, double T. I share my trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. A letter and its twin. Or you. A sum of my sins is as pinned as number within the room we are in. So that's definitely that one though. T and O. We spend a min or 10 lounging. Yeah, that's definitely Sloth. I'm happy with that one. I'm happy with Gluttony. The dog, I'm now questioning. Neighbours written thin, I thought was that one. Because it's got the most letters, so that would basically mean that. Can we try the switch? Which one? Raff and Sloth. I search for my neighbour's sin, blah blah blah, okay. Yeah, but Sloth seems so... I'm so sure about Sloth. Because the whole point of Den is that you sit around and do nothing. Yeah, no, I'm not convinced. The whole point of the den was that it's described as a room you could stay in for a long time and lounge around in. Gluttony seems correct just because of the number puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the only one with 8 letters. So of course they're going to play on the 8. Sloth seems like it's just describing the den. This one, to my charring my neighbour's sins is written thin to fit all in the bin, which describes a long name having to be written thin, unlike, you know, like Lust, which has got plenty of space. You won't find my bin in between sins. I deserve to be in a bin down on the end, so you could be... The bin I tend to wind up in is near the tail, so that one describes this one. Whereas that means there's only one end left, which would be, you know, this one. So I'm pretty sure dog is okay as well. So good, 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 good. It's this corner that's causing me problems, I think. So we have envy, lust, and wrath. I share my trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. The letter and its wrath. So I think that the twin part is referring to the double T there, and this one having a T. So Is it just these two? First begin, place me with an N. That one's literally saying to go to an N. A bin with an N within its sin. Man. Maybe this one does want to be closer to the... Let's do that for now. And no, because you definitely want an N. That would make sense. Because you're still not far away from the fin. Oh, come on. There we go. Becky, have you done this one? I assume you have. Since you were talking about room 8 before. You don't want to be far away from the fin. You want an N on your letter. You are by the skin tail. Bunny is next to sloth, wrath, gluttony, avarice, mundane. It feels right. That feels correct. What could I be getting wrong? Do we have any clues to back this up? There was something about swans and so on, but I think that's going to come into play somewhere else. Where was that? The clock tower or something? Clock tower is somewhere else. Where is it? Clock tower is not here. Well, there it is. What are you saying? Southward I see a swan, ashen-like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north, eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. That feels like I should be playing with the weather vane in the Secret Garden more. And point one in every direction. Maybe something else changes. Oh, come on. This is where I see somewhere it's just like, oh, this is opposite world. Does one of them stay on the plinth up here? You won't find my bin between sins, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. That sounds like you. I think you guys like just to watch me get frustrated, to be honest. Why else would you watch this? The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of skin. Near the bend in the tail of the skin. Okay. I first place my within the bin with an N with within its sin. If you think I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the fin. You're bothering me. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. The letter and its twin appear on each bin. A letter and its twin. This is sloth that's being... If I spend a minute or 10 lounging in the den, I'll know which bin I'm often in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh dear. 13-month streak. For your 13th subscription. You really need to stop. But thank you all the same. I thought I turned those down. I don't get it. Where am I supposed to be? Some of my sins is as pinned a number within the room. Number within the room that we are in. Sounds like that's supposed to be there. Don't think you did. What, turn the sound down? Oh dear. I don't get it. You need to have an N. You need to be not far away from the fin, which is that. And you, I share a trend with my neighbour T double T. I think I've now set my thought process too much to think of anything different. Oh, what can I do different? Try the rabbit and Averant. But what are you? You're the one that's written to fit in. I suppose if you're next to Gluttony, that makes sense. Put you over here, little rabbit. Which one are you? No, I don't... whatever. You... Oh my god. So what was that? That was the... I don't care anymore. We did it. Got monies. Sad I kind of actually wanted more answers to the story, not just a trophy. With how far we had to do that, I think I would have rather story-related stuff. But no, we just got a trophy. Right, well, let's try and get the weights room and break down another door. Going to use a lot of stars while we're doing this. Oh, we could try the library. Oh no, we don't need to do that anymore. We got the doohickey. I hope the weight room doesn't need to be anywhere particular. because we've got nowhere else we can do it. Farewell, stars. Well, whether the weights room has to be somewhere specific. You could do, but there's not many other places I can do this. We are dropping a lot of stars. Don't have anywhere else we can go to do this, so... Okay. Well, hold on a second. I'm pretty sure the weights room can come up anywhere, though. Ugh. That made my brain hurt more so. Do I keep wasting stars? I mean, they're not. It's not the end of the world. We do earn stars quite quickly. Suppose we could just use... Oh yeah, we've got the power of the castle on the corner, so we can do that 4 times without using stars. Does it say any drafting restrictions in your room dictionary? I can't look anymore. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Furnace is coming out. Everything else is coming out. Just want to break that bloody wall down. While we've got a hammer. How far do I go? Did we make it rare? The whole game's worth of stars is gone. Yeah, no, it's not working. Like, it's not showing up for whatever reason. Well, no, I entirely understand I'm probably losing stars. Well, actually, come to think of it. Wasn't one of these about creating, or like, getting stars? I think it might have been this one over here. Yeah. But we would need power for that, so... That I guess, I suppose we could technically go down to the basement and... Oh, Jesus. Scare the shit out of me. Go down to the basement and open up 46 to see what happens, I guess. That's the quickest way to get there. Around the cloister. Down to the foundations, yeah. Let's do that. Check the floor in front of the washing machine. Oh, yeah. Oh, we needed the power... or the jackhammer to do that one. Not the power hammer. Where are we going? South. Ugh, so many stars gone. Oof. I'm hoping going to room 46 twice means you get to actually look inside the room. I doubt it, because I'm pretty sure it was implying that, like, not that Mother was in there. Mother had fled to a different place, but where was that bit with the boiler we were talking about? It was somewhere along the side here, but oh yeah, we still need to work out you as well. But instead of calling it a day, we'll just go up to that room and see what goes on. Yeah, it's this bit here. How do I keep missing it? And that's the steam box that thing was looking at. But how am I supposed to know I've got steam power downstairs? Is there power in the foundations that I need to... Do I need to hook up power to the foundations to do that? Doesn't look like it, though. We want north. You could actually get locked in here, couldn't you? I have to call it a day. If we run out keys. Alright. Don't think there's anything else we can do. Room 8, we've done. Bookshop, we need the relics book. Power hammer, the weights rooms. Reach grade 8. Master bedroom, magnifying glass, we did. Computers, high admin password. We do need to look at that somehow. Well, let's see what happens. I assume. Oh, you can. Can we go? You can go in. There's a sanctum key as well. There better be like actual answers to riddles and stuff in this place. 8 realms in 8 months. So if we live here, 8. That's what the. Right, he's writing postcards, and we need to track where he went in those 8 months, I guess, to pin that thing. You are something. Time has stopped on these. Interesting. Okay. Oh, look, it's us. Jones. Okay, so that should be Mother in there. More swans. I don't want to pick up the crown just in case it ends things. Right. Okay. The first key found here on the furthest rank. The second key locked tight within the vault of a bank. That was, yeah, in the vault. The third is higher up among all the clocks. Okay. Clock tower, I guess. The fourth down below beneath all the docks. That's the one that's in the reservoir. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. King on his throne. The sixth is a station left by one of your own. That is down in the hideout. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. Fucking major. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. Oh, right. No, that is the major key in the music room. So I guess if you do it in a later rank, that you just get the major, you just get the key. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. The last door of 8. Okay. Okay, so the coat of arms. And yeah, the breakdown of the coat of arms. Oh look, there's the red everything wagon as a clue to that. Okay. Do we strong arm this map? The combination would be huge, actually. You see me just go around the world in a sensible manner, but probably not. Two seconds, knock on the door. Housemate asking if we're playing D&D tonight. Why is there 8? Ah, there's. Does that not count up there? No. Is that a way to stop me from... Oh, there's multiple places you can put the same pins. Okay. Yeah. So you could go back to there. Okay, we'll have to look at his postcard again. Ooh, you must be a clue to something, right? Do we need to be in the den at this time? What did that thing say? The third is high up among all the clocks. Clocks plural, so I wouldn't say... Do we need to be in the den at, like, this time? 1:30. We could try that quite easily, so... The crown of the blueprints. The former ruby crown of Orindia heiress recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 diamond and redraw floor plans. Is this... I don't think that's a permanent unlock, is it? I don't know. Okay. We've got nowhere else to go. It's probably after 1:30, so I think we'll call it there. Oh, Marianne, hello. Now, if it was me, I would have walked around the building and smashed this window in. Oh, desk drawer. Nearly missed that. Oh, God. This secret room is north, as secret as you thought. We have your letters, 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold, instructions to follow. The secret room is not secret as I thought. Oh, this is the, I think, the gardener who stole one of the letters. It's basically blackmailing them. And that's what that's about. I'm actually curious about this this fireplace as well. I don't trust it. I don't trust anything in this game, to be honest. How's the mansion treating us? Okay. We got a lot done today. We did room 8. We got a jackhammer and went round a lot of the jackhammer points apart from the weights room, which eluded us. We spent a lot of stars redrafting rooms to try and get that. The weights room, so we could break down the wall during this rare opportunity that we have a power hammer. God, there's still so much though. But yeah, I'm going to have to call it for today. Do we play another run? What time is it? 6:24. Do I need to make dinner? I'm not particularly hungry. We ate quite late at lunchtime, so we are just having pizza night though, so it's nice and easy. Right, I think we'll call it a day. I guess it's down to the VIP. Shall I do another run, or shall I put food on, or? Because that run on itself took 2 hours. Saying that, I think we did do a day before, didn't we? But we actually ticked off quite a lot of. You hungry? In that case, I will cancel today and we'll call it there, and I'll put some food on. That, or I could put some food on, and we could try and draft the den and see what happens if we leave the den open at 1:30. Never leave a woman hungry. No, there's some old what, I can't remember what it was, but we quote it quite often. Something about satiating your woman with a block of cheese, or something. Like, if you ever need to give your lady a block of cheese to satisfy her. Hang out for the den for 10 minutes. Let's try and get the den, because I feel that might be an easy thing we can cross off our curiosity, should we say. So let's just speed run to try and get the den. We should probably try and get more stars back, actually. Now we only have 13 because I spent like 50 of them. Key diamond. Okay. I'm homesick from work. Oh, you're not homesick. You're homesick from work. Okay. I thought you'd gone somewhere. Sick from work today, so I'm glad to have your stream to chill for a little bit. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll try and get the den, and while we're waiting, I will go and put some. Oh, now you've. Okay, that's a lot of red rooms, though. Let's just do that. I think we've done all the drafting issue. There's nothing left to do in there. Oh, I didn't draft an outside room, no. I was too busy trying to speed run to get the den. Because, one, we need to be there for like 1:30, but I know that's quite a while. Oh, now... You in there. Okay, you're locked. Right, back to the beginning. So we'll try and get the den, and then we'll try. I'll go put some food on while we wait for 1:30. They're going to be both locked, aren't they? So let's go this way. Oh yeah, I didn't even pick up my allowance, which is quite healthy these days, which is quite nice. Den, which is weird. Den usually turns up like first thing, so. Den. Sweet. Because I've been suspecting this room for a long time. So we will wait here until 1:30. Which is quite a while, to be honest. I'll leave it on this clock for now. I'm going to go put on some food. I'll be right back, but I'll leave this just as it is, okay? Should only take me like 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Hello, Rubber Ducky. You joined at a bad time. So, we've got a long time to go until 1:30. And thank you, Rubber Ducky, for the 1 year. Oh yeah, I suppose Mother Trucker was on 13, so yeah. Wow, have I really been doing this? Well, actually, no. I've been doing this a while. But over an year now, properly. Yeah. Would you look at that? I don't like how that shadow's creeping along the wall behind me. That shouldn't be happening, should it? Why was this? That's not how fires work. Why is the shadow just leaning backwards and forwards? Where? It should be like wavering like the edges are, but it shouldn't be just going left and right. But yeah, really, you guys have been very supportive over the last year, and you really shouldn't need to be. I thank you all the same. It's still quite a weird thing because I consider you guys friends, everyone that's supporting me, and it's quite weird to sort of take money from friends. I've said it many times before. I do feel weird a bit, like, because I would just be doing this for funsies anyway. Can we do until... So, in case you just got here, we're waiting for 1:30 on these clocks to be in this room. But I guess we'll just mooch around until then. Yeah, there are lots of clocks. It does take a while in this game. Remember when we were doing the time lock safe, we kind of knew roughly how long an hour took, but I don't really know what to do otherwise. I'm going to draft the drafting studio just because I want to see if it's done anything or if it's just empty now. Yeah. We've got everything from here, so just in case it had some other trick up its sleeve. I'm glad we made the workshop more common. Kind of was the key to us getting the... Yeah, because the battery seems to be really rare for me. And look, we're almost ready to make a power hammer again if we had another item, but... So 8 times 2 is 16. Minus 13 is 5. Nope. 8 times 2. 16. Minus 13. Wait. Wait, is that 3? Wait. Yeah. 1 plus 2 is 3. Minus 3 is 0. Times by 15 is nothing. Plus 2 is 2. Oh god, how are these ones working? 3. Wait, is it 3? Nine minus 3 is 6. Oh, what was that last one again? That was... Nope. Is that 9? Yes. Keep an eye on the time. Bloody weights room is here constantly now. You bastard. I don't really want to spawn it though, even though we only need a broken lever now to do this thing I wanted to do. Don't really want to do the archive either. Okay, whatever. Library. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. No, I wanted to do the library to try and get the bookshop off the library. Because I want to get the other book. The Sigils one. But now I just messed it up because we can't get the library off there. There's no clock in here, which is making me anxious as well. Nothing's happened in the den yet because it's not time. You son of a bitch. Oh, I made a circle. Where is den? It's down the bottom there. Let's go. Let's just go back round. Still got loads of time. No, 2 security doors. Love that. Planetarium. Wonder if there's a moment that these align as well and something happens. That must be a thing actually. Planets aligning and then maybe this opens or something. I mean, look at that. That's already in close. But that one's really slow, so... Maybe we come back to that. Okay, so it's 11. Annoyingly, this might just turn into a just chatting stream until we get there. Because we're now running out of steps to go play around the house as well. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I was being dumb as well. I just realised I didn't actually use the Sanctum key that we picked up. We just ended the day, didn't we? Oh, no. That was so dumb. We had plenty of steps as well. I keep thinking of, like, those kind of items are like, you know, you just have them. It doesn't reset at the end of the day. Oh, that was dumb. We've done that twice now. We've done that when we spawned the music room up north. Although, actually, we couldn't actually get into the Sanctum at that point. Oh, no, we must have been. Oh, no, we didn't have enough steps. Oh, why did I do that? I think because I picked the key up immediately and then started looking around the room for clues and stuff, and I completely forgot we even picked up a key. Oh well, I know where it is, that's fine. We definitely need to know more about sigils before then anyway. God, I'm really bad at this game. Got 11 steps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. We can't get back again. Yeah. Well, kicking around in here. Could do an Ask Me Anything. Hi, I'm Outlaw Wolf. Welcome to my Twitch stream. Fireside chat. Ask me anything. I'll probably say no. Actually, if we're doing fireside chat, I'd probably sit in one of these. Yeah. Although, if this was the room I was in, say we're having a gathering, I'd probably beeline to this chair, actually. Yeah, this one here. Close to the fire. Everyone. Solo chair. No one squishing up against you. Plenty of space. Doors in front of you. Yeah. Nice. So it says about lots of clocks. Does this thing open up? But then it's a bit too high for our little boy Simon to actually reach into. So far this is only a theory. Also, it's going to be an issue that if it's another Sanctum key, we can't get to the Sanctum again, so we'd be wasting our time. How's the high diving going? I did say earlier, actually, before you were here, I've had a little bit of a breakthrough in the big scary dive, which is back dive. I just couldn't. Before I had a little break of a few weeks, I couldn't fathom doing it at all, even from like the side of the pool. Just because, like I was saying earlier, having your back arched and landing on your head, it goes against everything my body's ever said to do in sports. But I've managed to get it off the 3-meter board now, and not confident, but reckon with the bubble machine that they can do to break up the water, so it's not too much of a slap if you fail and land flat. I reckon I could push it to 5 soon. And then from 5 it sort of unlocks the door a bit. And now I can start working on the other dives that require a sort of back dive technique. Like the forward dive half twist, so you end up in a sort of back landing anyway. And the reverse dive, ooh, that one's horrible. So the reverse dive is if you were standing, say like, say the coffee table, or like this sofa's the platform. You stand on the edge facing into the pool. You can see the water down below you there. You have to, if the cursor's my feet, you have to kick your feet up and away as you jump out, and then look, well, past the ceiling and then down, upside down, and yeah, head down into the water. Then the scary part is kicking your legs above your head and then diving like backwards but jumping forwards and then heading straight down. Again, it's not very natural and your body tends to fight it, but we'll get there. The other one I'm working on is a 1.5, so 1.5 rotations. So that'll basically be a front somersault and then half another one, so you're going in head first. That one's just a case of like a lot of energy and throwing it and hoping that you don't either under or over rotate. Over rotating's a bit better because you get to your back, and a back slap's a lot better than your front slap. If you were an eccentric billionaire, which of the blueprint rooms would you have in your house? I mean, the pool is quite nice to have a pool, but I'd rather that be like a conservatory outside pool. If we were just going for aesthetics, I quite like the den if it had windows. It's quite enclosed. The drafting room's quite nice because of the amount of the light it gets, like with these sort of skylight bit. Let's have a look. As much as I'm dyslexic, the library is cool. But again, everything needs more windows. The fact that only the side rooms gets windows is a crime. It's a room directory as well. Have a look. Gallery can fuck off. Trophy room's a bit eerie with all the taxidermy. The pool's obvious. The drafting studio with its nice skylights, quite nice. Don't think I'd want the aquarium just because the amount of work trying to keep those fish. But then if I'm an eccentric billionaire, someone else would. I'd pay someone to look after them. So. I'd definitely have some secret passageways if I was an eccentric billionaire. Secret garden, greenhouse, veranda. Probably have an armory. Might not look so dungeon-like as that one, though. If you could be any D&D race and class, what would you be? Oh, that's classic questions. Okay, I usually play a rogue, just because I like how many different ways you can flavour a rogue. And I'd have to be boring and say like elf rogue, but currently I'm my main character is a tiefling rogue called Tendonitis. But yeah, if it was real life, yeah, probably, because I don't want people constantly staring at me, but still being slightly different, yeah, probably like an elf rogue. In real life, I think if you had to make me into my abilities into a D&D character, it'd sort of be a fighter ranger, and I'd still probably be human because I'm very normal in that respect. Like, my stats seem to sit in the middle ground. Hello, Ace. Real life already works like old school character creation. You get what you roll, no take backsies. Yeah, a little bit. But it's probably why I've chosen my career path as I have, because, you know, I want to be that action hero type. I want to be able to do the things I can do now, which is like martial arts and turn my hand to most physical traits, sword fighting, archery, axe throwing, knife throwing, card throwing even. The fantasy part of my D&D characters is that they have really high charisma. And they can be like, you know, the face of the group, and they can talk their way out of anything. I don't feel like I can. I stutter a lot. I can't seem to string arguments together. Like, a lot of people will win arguments with me because I can't formulate my thoughts properly. Even now, thinking about how to address this question, I have to think quite heavily. But to put an argument together which has to rebuttal someone else, it never works for me. It's always much, much later that I actually think, you know, how it should have gone, for example. You've got a good voice for charisma. Good voice for it. Don't have a good brain for it. How about you lot? What race and class... Oh, I thought there was a key under there. What race... Why is there a line drawn into the carpet there? See, in this game, that could mean something. Anyway, yeah, what race and class would you guys choose? I was going through my D&D notes recently because I feel like I've been a bit off my game recently, and a lot of D&D sessions for my game have ended up being... Oh my god, food is ready. We're talking D&D. You can sit and talk D&D if you want. Why is that one slice more cooked than the rest?
But I don't make the rules.
Okay. We do have quite a shit oven. But yeah, for some reason, one slice of my pizza is a lot well done compared to the rest of it. That's very strange. I've never played D&D, but have always wanted to. I love hearing others talk about it. Though, well, this channel started off as a D&D channel. It was more me sitting around casually making battle maps on Tabletop Simulator, which a lot of you will already know. We've talked about it before. Because I think Tabletop Simulator is like the best online way of playing D&D. Especially with the amount of work I've put into it. Obviously, online D&D is never substitute for the in-person. In-person is much better. Hello. You want to see them?
Can I join you?
Yeah.
Yay!
So Helen is a classic druid. Are you half elf or full elf? Half elf. Elf with a dump truck. A pear-shaped elf. In the campaign I run, but then in the game I play in, you are a Goliath barbarian, who was supposed to be just a filler character. Wait, why is... I need to rethink the censor.
Why did it censor?
I don't know, but Mother Trucker got banned for 1 second, or timed out for 1 second. What did you say?
Banned me, like, no, it's told me off twice.
Yeah.
One of them was, you were talking about getting pricked in Peak, and I said prick, and I was to say prick.
I'm more of a WHFRP person. Where are you? Where you start as a nobody, basically. Wait. What's WHFRP? Wraith? Nope. How do you spell that? What's that?
What? I know, some kind of fantasy roleplay.
Oh.
What the hell? Fantasy roleplay.
So I'd go with what I rolled first time. I play a halfling.
Oh, Warhammer.
Okay. Or grave robber, however you call it in English. Unchocker gets banned. Can't censor me, a rude word. I'd probably be some kind of archer. I've always loved ranged play, even though I'm basically blind for my right eye. Okay. Elf archer, and I would prefer to fight from the rear. Yeah, I bet you would. And elves are majestic as air. Yeah. Oh yeah. To be fair, we know your elf lineage from the Dinkle's Discord game and how much effort you put in. Oh, Warhammer Fantasy, right? Roleplay. Okay.
Is there a Warhammer RPG?
I assume so. That's what they've been playing.
Yeah. Oh. I've never played it.
No, most of my characters are very mundane. Like, I much prefer a... Well, it's like in not real life. Like in my movie tastes, I prefer characters that are... You can measure their ability and you know the stakes. For example, the Hulk gets thrown around, bashed around in a fight. You don't care because he's the Hulk. He just does what he likes. There's no real stakes. It's just spectacle. Indiana Jones, on the other hand, if he's about to fall off the side of a cliff, you know he's about to fall off the side of the cliff. You can relate to that. You know what's going on. You know what the stakes are. So my D&D characters are kind of the same in that I prefer the mundane dangers over like cosmic, everything crazy.
But a character who can get beat up is just a bit more relatable, and that's my issue with a lot of anime, a lot of like classic. I forget which is shonen and which is shoujo and which is shonen, but like the boy anime where there's always like a really loud protagonist, and even if they do get beat up, they just stay super cool all the time, and that I don't enjoy as much as someone who can get the shit kicked out of them.
So like Tendonitis, my rogue, is an arcane trickster, so he does have some magic, but it's very sort of utility based. And his character is... I tried to go... Oh yeah, almost. We're like 10 minutes away, right? Let's check the clock.
If only there were a clock.
Yeah. And I tried to go against all the usual D&D tropes of, tragic backstory. So... he's got quite a mundane backstory. He's just off on a little adventure for funsies.
Just a lovely little lad.
All right, we need to keep an eye on the entire room because I can't imagine it stays open if it is a time-based thing.
You gotta listen for like.
Yeah, let me put my other headphone on.
What makes you think it's 1:30?
Because there was 2 frozen clocks in room 46. Right. Okay. I mean, it's still only a hunch. Well,
Anything happen?
I don't think so. Let's go clicking
Are there
around.
any noises?
Nope.
Fireplace?
Hmm.
No.
No. Okay.
No!
I think my hunch was wrong. Oh well, we've been having a nice time. It's fine. Maybe we have to set a clock somewhere. Or be in the clock tower. That could be another one. Because the clock tower had a etching in the floor. Right, yeah, that might be it. Right. Either way, I'm still annoyed that I failed to use up high. Oh yeah, the up high might be the whole tower part. Yeah. That was a thought. But this room has been vexing me by the fact that, like, nothing's really happened in here. And just the sheer amount of clocks and the style of clock that was in the other room, in the room 46. And the fact there was 2 of them. But yeah.
Were they the same as those two, like, layout-wise?
No, they were... I can't remember. But they were more cuckoo clock type things. What pizza do you two have? I have just a... Basically, we always go past the, reduced counter bit in Sainsbury's. And we just... If there's something in there, we'll just take it. So I've got a pepperoni. And you have a margarita that you've dressed up with...
The tuna, the spinach, and tomatoes and olives. Yeah. All the nasty, salty things.
Yeah. But as much as... Well, actually, we can just sit and chat if we want. I'm not going to actually play any more Blueprints. We'll just hang out in the fireside chat here. And chat while we eat.
Don't want to use your 11 step?
We can technically get to another door, but I need to have a little think about what we actually want to do.
Why don't we look through the conspiracy board?
Oh, mainly because I haven't updated it, so quite a lot's not here. Oh, we can actually look through all the D&D notes. Look.
Am I allowed to see?
Well, this is my D&D book. Oh.
What?
These are all the sessions from a certain point. Let's go to... So this then book here is the one I give to my player characters. I need to get... Actually, we probably should stick onto Blueprints because this is a Blueprints VOD, so... It'll be in the Blueprints playlist, so... We'll do this another time. We'll talk D&D another time. Where's... So, personal Twitch things... To-do list. Still need to power how in the weights room. We need to get to grade 8 and beyond in the school. Need to figure out the admin password. The higher admin password. Which is the admin key, which is the, the outdoor bit, the little grotto.
Did you find the other, like, microchip thing for that? You've got one, right? One extra.
Yeah, we found that. Where did we find that?
Because I'm wondering if there's a theme to those. Like,
oh, we found that in the entrance hall.
So, like, maybe they're all kind of hidden in plain sight.
Yeah.
Or maybe a new clue leads to the other one as well.
Maybe. Oh yeah, we were thinking that new clue thing was going to go from room 8, but apparently not.
Oh yeah.
That was like route 8.
That must be the trains though. And we
Yes.
now know that there is a Sanctum Kia train station.
That's the one we had.
Oh, that's when we. Oh, okay.
I'm about to tuck into some chili. Oh, and honey sausages.
That's some spicy sausage. Good luck.
So basically, I think our main goal is to get a better sigil book, which I think we get from the library or the bookshop first. Right, chaps, I'm going to call it there just because I want to eat my food. So, love and peace, chaps. What day is it?
Tuesday, my dudes.
It's Tuesday. So I might see you tomorrow. Right. There's 7 of you. You might. Let's have a look, see if anyone's on. If you would indulge me in a raid and help with the numbers passing. Oh yeah, Tinkle's on. Let's go. Oh no, let's go. Naughty's on. Let's go see Naughty. How do we do that again? If you could join us for a Naughty raid and then go off on your separate ways, that'd be lovely.
A naughty raid sounds like the new Cheeky Nando's.
Yeah. Stand by. Oh dear. How do I do this? Enter. Stand by, stand by, stand by.
Aren't they an NOR?
N-O. 20. YY. There she is. Being stray. Okay. Cool. Love and peace, chaps. Please go say hi to Naughty for me. And I'll see you tomorrow. Helen is waving, but that's not audible.
I don't want to disrupt your outro.
No. Okay. Catch you later, chaps.